long would be a long today with a stop loss of 12.4865
April 29th, 2015.
and a target of about
Time to
1,300. So that's a good little
trade. We came in this
all right?
morning.
Let's see if we can find. I'm going to give you specific trade
2100.
that I like. Let's take a look
All
at
dependent
cotton.
upon the news.
Cotton is a new long today.
The 90 to 95 area
move,
after the news came
so
in.
you do have to be careful.
This 90 to 95 area was support.
You could get long tomorrow.
Started out
around
10 to 15 was
65.45 or
resistance.
better. Stop loss of 62.
We lowered that to 6
target
to 8.
68 to 70.
Based on what happened over here.
Cocoa
right in here. So the assessments on the market were fine. The trading,
good short if it'll close below 27.82.
Early in the session, that was
sugar.
Early in the session,
would be a good short if it can close back
early
below
in the session, this was a winner.
Coffee.
Early in the session, back to the mean green.
One of my favorite products.
Head and shoulders pattern, our
Russell,
strongest pattern.
Coffee, and dollar. I really
winner.
like. This is a good little short. I like this. It is trading sideways, but it's below the cloud. See how the cloud is dead sideways? So it's probably going to chop around a little bit.
Came into
it's
the FOMC
sideways to slightly lower.
So they were not dovish in their
the really
statements.
Easy trade here is the dollar.
But the market did rally based on the reality of first quarter GDP.
It's just sold off, and the cloud should support it like a nice
retest
little
that low. You take out that bar's high,
and it should bounce out of here. And if it doesn't, we'll use our stop loss, right? And if we're wrong,
trading got
we'll
pretty
change our
thin here
mind
into
once
the
it gets
news.
below the cloud.
The market
really
was
like
run
the
down in front of the news. We
index
short covered rally into it.
All right, so that
take
is the
news
PowerPoint
right here in this
session.
area.
I'm now going to
mid-range.
or that's the live session. I'm going to go
so
back
here
to
we are.
PowerPoint.
We're probably
then we'll come back to live charts at the end.
Right now, looks like we're going to close in the 2101, 2102 area,
or if you just want me to look at a
which
stock
is where
chart
we
or something
guessed
like that,
we would hit the FOMC.
So best stops to use. I like the parabolic
and the
SAR.
news is mixed.
Oh, I forgot to show you one thing. Hold on. Intraday entries. Let's say that we're going to trade the Russell.
I can't raise interest
on the
rates
Russell here, what I would do, let me go D6010. I told you I had a time frame there. So
based on the economic news, we're not going to be able to raise interest rates.
Here's how I would do this.
We had a pretty good day trading.
The
we
daily
took
chart
this
is
trade right
up
here.
and
I was
above
trying
the
to
cloud.
take 3 points. Could not.
I'm going to do a 10-minute chart here.
It adjusted, so we took 2.5 points.
Do you see here on the 60-minute that we're above the cloud and we're moving higher?
Right in this area.
Do you remember from your cheat sheet on your time frame how much a 10-minute was good for, how much a 60-minute was good for?
Today in the e-mini.
An hourly
Got to get
is
some more
good
done
for
in the
3
bond.
days.
The bond is
so the Russell
this kind of
crossed
volatility
over
and this kind of movement. It's a shame.
here on a 60-minute. So the Russell should continue.
Okay, what's in store for the E-mini comes tomorrow?
If you're looking at that and you're like,
we have an inside day.
I missed the 60
minute.
What do I do?
End of the month.
Well,
so
you're going to look at a 10-minute chart,
range,
and you're just going to do
up bias
a switchback trade. So what you're going to do is you see how it switched down here, and you see how it switched back up over here.
95 area right here
is where value is. Cloud with 1, 2, or 3 candle bars, you're going to get re-long. So right now you're in a waiting
longer-term structure
on the 10-minute. Now, if the 10-minute sells off, the support on the 10-minute is going to be right here, right? So you could buy it there, or you could let it drift back below the 10-minute cloud and then cross back above and then get long. If you did that, you're going to use the bottom of the cloud as your stop loss.
So based on this, first sell is going to be 4 to 6.
I want to make sure I showed you that.
Second sell is going to be 9 to 11.
All right, so back to PowerPoint.
On the buy side,
time frame selection is very, very important. I use a daily, hourly, and a 10-minute.
And a 90-92 area for buy
here are some of multiple time
sideways market tomorrow into
daily, hourly,
contract
10-minute is the one that I back tested for and the one I like.
So we will see what it brings. There is some news tomorrow.
Setups. We talked about stop losses.
288.
Use a parabolic SAR, either the bottom of the cloud or the top of the cloud.
That's pretty much
a huge fan of parabolic SAR. Unfortunately, this webinar
personal income up 0.2.
Maybe next time I'll come back on. Teach you how to use parabolic SAR. Trade setups.
Spending up 5
we looked at some live charts and showed you how this can actually work out for futures markets and equity trades.
Consumer spending.
So I'm going to give you some quotes and some reviews from customers that
it does come in plus 5,
some success
and personal
story.
income is plus 2. That means
the course was awesome.
Comes out of savings.
One bond trade and made over $900. Do you think I'm happy?
PCE
I just entered the bond
2.
trade, shorted again, where I took profits earlier today after you made me greedy for possible further drops. I'm happy dancing. I don't know what happy dancing is. I've never happy danced.
Out of all of them,
but Mary likes it. This is the first time I've had a successful trade during the course. I have the hardest head in the world. You couldn't have made it simpler. So that's from Mary Ellen. This is from Greg.
Plus 0.6.
Thanks.
They don't like to see that number moving up.
I have kept at it with
this
trading.
one will get some scrutiny
and now that I'm profitable, I can't thank you enough. It was really great. And
compensation being raised for people out there. What's causing it? Job shortages.
There's another one from Ron. Webinar series was a great experience.
Chicago
Very
PMI.
informative and educational and lots of fun. But that's no surprise. All of your courses
and natural gas inventories.
Great value.
Probably going to build.
So my question to you is: will you
75 to 80 BCF?
Potentially,
don't know.
Potentially,
I don't have the numbers.
Be our next success story. Now, heads up. Trading is hard in and of itself.
So the first focus is going to be jobless claims and personal spending.
What it will do is it will shorten your learning curve on how to properly use Ichimoku strategies and tactics. All right. So I'm inviting you to join us. So who's this for? Now, like I said earlier, I'm known for my no BS approach to trading and investing. If you're interested in really learning how to make real money with Ichimoku and shortcut your learning curve on how to properly use Ichimoku with all the different markets, then
okay, the economic news
if you're looking for
outside of the FOMC for
back-tested, right, then you may like it. If you can follow a simple set of rules and directions, you're probably going to like
high, lower, low.
And if you know that your success is tied to you taking action and not me clicking the trigger for you, like, hey, trade right here, you probably do very well with the course.
Informed players.
Who's this not for?
The knob spread is collapsing.
I'm obviously dyslexic and I cannot spell.
So there's something going on beneath the surface right now. And
if you suffer from, if you're a holy grail seeker,
that's going to raise interest rates.
If you think you're going to take a $10,000 account and turn it into
hard to see how they can do it, but that doesn't mean they won't.
That's not what this is.
So right here, the last rotate stopped at 19,
this is
19
trading.
to
This is real
23,
information. It's how to
1.
use technical analysis to find better trades.
27 to 31,
holy grail
sell 2.
seeker or hopium, I'm really not your person. You'd be better off following somebody that wants
we did have news though.
Blow smoke up your ear and talk about.
And we had news that rallied us to that area, and then the market reversed and came off hard after
I don't
that.
think it's possible. I've been trading
on the buy side, last rotate down, stopped at 28.03.
All right, if you're a guru,
28.12 and then 28.14.
If you follow 142 different gurus, pick 2 or 3. Get used to how they trade and see if you can copy what they do. And take a little bits and pieces from them and then move on to the next 2 guys. It's always good to learn, but don't try to learn from 50,000 different people.
I'll put a question mark by
13. 1 or 2 guys and stick to them for a while. And I don't even care if it's me. If it's somebody else you like,
many cells, we do not want to be short.
If you can't make a decision, obviously, you and I probably won't get along. And if you like to make things more complicated for no good reason, I'm definitely not your person. I like things really, really simple. There are 3 types of people that I have found in the world. There are those that make things happen.
6 days ago, the knob spread was over 34. We closed it today at 31.11.
First
3+ points.
So here's a fraction of what you will learn in the Ichimoku. It's the number one. It's the #1 best-selling Ichimoku course on the U.S.
And we've had a lot of volatility in this contract.
There's another one over there.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you sit back and say,
I'm going to give you my 7 proven
why would I involve in this? We had selling against the buck.
Indicator settings. The indicator settings I use are the defaults.
We've got buying
no special
against the buck.
Proprietary anything. I'm just showing you the correct way to use Ichimoku.
And we're at 19.
That I found
so we're
works for me.
5 to 9.
I'm going to give you a checklist with cheat sheets, with entries and exits. I'm going to show you what stop losses and what targets that I use.
By 2.
And I'll show you how to scan the markets with Ichimoku. And I already showed you a little bit of that
sell side, 27 to 31, sell 1.
How easy it can be to search through
3
200
to 7,
equities,
sell 2.
boom, find 10, and then filter it down to 2 that you like. You can do the same thing with the futures markets. So it's really, really useful. I'm going to show you how to filter out the best trades, and then you'll never guess what to do next and how to avoid head fakes. So that's a fraction of what I'm going to share with you. And here is where I get to tell you I can guarantee something. You have absolutely 0 risk.
Okay, gold caught up in the different cross currents.
Guarantee. If you do not love the course, I do not want your money at all.
Get the F1 screen.
You could take the whole entire course and just say, hey, you read it was a great course. I just don't like your accent.
We've got a seller 12.15 to 12.25. We have a buyer.
You're not going to do that because it's a really good course and it's a really good value. We always deliver around here, period. My goal is for you to get
inside day trading range into the month.
Your investment on the price of the course.
And these usually.
Am I saying this will double, triple, or quadruple what you're doing in your trading account? No, I'm not saying that.
We saw that.
I'm saying it will help you find better trades. You're still going to be with you, right? So if you're a chronic person that likes to double down, triple down, or if you're not using stop losses, or if you're not using proper money management, you're still going to lose
money. Like the 95, 97 area, we've done a lot of work.
So here is the deal, and then I'm going to start taking live Q&A, and we'll go back to live charts. So if
area
you go
should
to
slow down the selling anyway.
HubertCenters.com,
selling will be 9 to 11.
You can pick up the #1 best-selling
13
course
to 15
on
to sell too.
And I'm going to put this in the chat box for you. There you go. You can also call our office at area code 859-963-3445. Okay. Now there is a catch.
Crude oil dollar weakness early this morning.
I just can't do it for everybody because there's a limited.
Certainly helped crude, but it was the first time we had a draw at Cushing.
I just don't want everybody and their brother to be able to
and rally it did. So this is a huge market. About 1 day a week we see this. So 56.80.
So here's what you get. Ichimoku Cloud Charting Secrets.
That's 256.
Which is 197.
Big,
how to use
market.
Ichimoku with candlesticks, which
is
$97 value. I'm going to do, it says one follow-up webinar
higher low,
and
higher
1 day of
high.
live trading, but here's what I'll do.
59.50.
Okay, I'll give you 4
we
days.
got to 58.50 pretty
4 follow-up webinars.
All the way
so
up to
I'll make the
64.
value even better for you. So I'm going to give you 4 follow-up webinars, 1 a week every Tuesday, and 1 day of live trading where I'll trade together.
Stock market.
Okay? And the 4 follow-ups will be Q&A.
Something that
so
we
the
don't
value
know.
of 488. If you want it, you can have it for $97.
About the world's economy,
now,
about upcoming production.
HubertCenters.com/learn. Here's the catch for the first 25 people. Okay, so there's 76 people in here. So the first 25 will probably go within the day, right? Probably. As long as you can.
So we have this breakout from 58.25 to 50.
963-3445.
Kind of notching lower. Then we have another breakout down there.
So now I'm going to open up the questions.
So this
if you have any questions,
58.25 should be
let's go live charts, okay? Because I like live charts. I'm not going to sell you anymore.
To get in
you don't want the course or you don't. You either saw the value or you did not.
Area right here, 75.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little thing right here.
On the sell side, 58.25.
And that way, if you want to order, you can knock yourself out.
59.50, 59.75.
And if you don't, and not a big deal, we'll still be sitting here answering your questions. I'll try to help you as much as I can. So you should be able to see this, HubertCenters.com/learn, area code 859-963-3445. So I'm going to put this on a daily chart. And now if you'll give me your symbols in the chat box, I will look at them and I'll tell you how I would trade that particular thing that we are looking at. All right, so now see if you can type in a question.
Okay, there's a possibility we will have some announcement. Euro certainly acting out of it. Greece needs the cash flow or temporary infusion.
Now I can see the question.
Of funds.
Is there ever
negotiations continue?
been used on
but
EVIX?
Looking at the F1 screen, big market,
EVIX.
big rally. So 12. That's where the market stopped, and we're at 16. We have a pretty clean break here in the market at 11.50.
EVIX. Are you just talking about the VIX? Yeah, it works good on the VIX.
Big market.
Let's see.
And definitely some people have taken advantage.
I took this Ichimoku course about a year ago. Is it the same course?
Oh, probably
yes,
what they consider.
It is probably the same course, Philip. But if it's
pretty
not,
good
if
news.
you just call the office and
so we're at 16,
who you are, your
so
first and last
50
name.
to 60,
They'll look up your order number. And if we've got a newer version of it, we'll just give it to you if you took the older one.
111, 1190, 1090 by one.
Igor to NASDAQ. Okay, so at NQ. I would trade the Russell. Russell looks a little bit better than the NASDAQ right now.
There might be a Greek
NASDAQ on a daily is starting to look
like it
good.
Is.
It has bounced off of the cloud. The stop would be 44.10 and the target would be 460. Okay, 4,600. Any other questions? All right. Apple. AAPL. Okay.
That's all for April 29th. See how bright and early in the morning. Have a great evening.
I would be long with a target of 140. Stop loss would be 127.